Good evening, people. Good evening. If you're here, please put a comment. Steph, I know you're here. What's up, Bo? All right. Wait, some people getting here. Please come in on this feed and please, if you're here, put in a comment. I'm going to explain some stuff. What's going on? What happened to me, real quick, and where we're at with Mr. Steve Torres and a big lie about me. All right. Okay. So how you doing, Steph? What's up, my buddy? Big backer. He likes Helio Radio. All right. This is the deal I'd like you to post on this feed because you know what? It seems like someone took someone, it takes someone to start something, and it took someone like Steve Torres to make up the biggest lie on Facebook about me. For one, yes, I did have a triple seizure and heat stroke in 17. All right, that's true. How you doing, Gail? That was true. I had a triple seizure and heat stroke. I was lost in Bloomfield, New Jersey. Yes, my mother was calling morgues and my sister to find me. All right. I was in a coma for 7 days. I hit the ground 4 times. The first time I hit was at a place that Steve Torres said I never worked, C&D Case Company. I never made flight cases for bands. Wrong, Steve. Okay, hi, Cindy. Second thing, all right. I recovered from that. And a month and a half after I recovered, I found out I went for tests for cancer and I had kidney cancer. Another thing Steve Torres said I never had kidney cancer. I did. They injected me. They found out on December 19th. I was running tests through November. December, I got kidney cancer. They set up, and please try to keep everything clean on the voicing your opinion. Thank you. With this, a Dr. Michael Saccone on Newark Avenue. He's very well known. All right. He's the one who told me on December 19th I had kidney cancer. It goes back to when I had the triple seizure and heat stroke. 2 days later, I went for a contrast shot. Why they were giving me a shot for a PT scan or PAT scan? I put up there most patients with toxic levels, it can do damage, and it did damage to me. While I was getting it done, it was contrast, non-contrast. They put me in the machine, pulled me out, came back in, turned on the contrast. When the contrast got turned on, I even said to the mic to the tech, "You sure this isn't a double dose?" I lost personal parts of my body, got very sick. By the 25th, my kids put up a fundraiser page. Now, it's strange, like a man like Steve Torres, man, he's a big advocate for all this shit, right? Well, we get on with the story. On March 7th, Michael Saccone on Newark Ave and Dr. Gonzalez, they were all in on it. I got all the records to back me of all the bullshit Steve Torres have posted on me. All right. All the lies, fake fundraiser pages. I badger chicks. I threaten them for money. You can't threaten no one through a computer. What? Because Bonnie Lisa, she retracted. Yeah, Bonnie, I'm talking to you. You retracted. You were married, Bonnie, and I threw you out of a group page, so you retracted your money. What? You get a little hurt there, Bonnie? I got more. I got more love things on my phone. My new lawyers like that one. Okay, I'll get to that later. You too, Kimberly Fields. I can't say nothing about you. Facebook blocked you. I tried to fix it. So you went around Bloomfield telling a big lie. My fundraiser is scam, right? I heard it from the people, man. No, I got a court case that is so sealed. I ran it. I had lawyers the whole time, man. My lawyers, you were asking how they can work for free because they were my business lawyers. They answered all the questions until I just turn it over to lawyers that are very experienced with what you guys all have done. And we'll get to Tinkerbell too, faking her death, and Mr. Steve Torres, the advocate for fundraiser pages. Now, a year ago, Steve, you wrote a thing, or the advocate, fake fundraiser pages, right? You put contrast and cancer. It's a funny thing, Steve. You know what? I was the only fundraiser page up there with cancer. And it's really weird, man. In November 17, when I had Metal Forever, I gave you a picture I made up with, and I still got it. See, I snapshot everything, Steve. Everything you've ever wrote has been snapshotted or sent to me. As of my, you calling in, yeah, I give you credit, dude. Calling him, I'm getting all my Facebook pages back. You're getting torn all down. See, Facebook is up against a lot of shit. All right. See, you only can write so much about bullshit, but we're going to keep going. You're this big advocate, so you put this, and people, you have an open page there, Steve, so people read it as you, as some big radio announcer, you're nothing. See, I didn't buy these platinum albums. They were given to me by the bands. I was very much involved. And to let your friend Steve Lynch knows, I'm very involved with SAR Studios. I solicit all my business through Michael Johnson, who's actually, he used to be in New York. He's in the California office, all right? Bo and Ralph are in New York. I know SAR very good. I was up there almost 5 days a week, either dropping cases off to all the bands. I did all the tours. And that's how I got all this memorabilia and all this crap. I don't know, man. You know what? Like, see, I never bought. I don't buy memorabilia thing. We're gonna talk about a band, Steve. You know what? Wow, let me turn that around, man. I like you guys said. See, Anthrax, Charlie Benante. Right? Wait till I talk to Charlie about this. See, Anthrax was endorsed with me. Paul Crook, Scott, Charlie. It hasn't got to them. It's getting to them soon. See, they're all gonna come on my radio station one by one. And when I did the Ramones tour in about 93, 94, I got these off of Marky. See, I didn't pay for memorabilia, Steve. I'm not that much of a collector, you know. It's just saying achievement. So get back to the story. See, so Steve, you became this big advocate with an open page, and you're this big guy that's a radio announcer with one-hit wonders on it. I wish you luck, Steve Lynch. I really do with your new project. I really do. It's hard business out there, especially when you start over in your 60s. You know, I always admire turn up the radio. I don't admire that you have watched Steve Torres and everything he wrote on his pages. That's sad. So you're gonna have to face the facts when it all goes down, Steve. How you watch Steve Torres, your good friend, make up the biggest lie on Facebook, okay, and rip off people. I got all the proof to prove it. And you see, I never recovered. If you look what I wrote up there, many patients, okay, with contrast, okay, with brain, bones, organs. I never recovered walking, right? All right. The second test really did me in when they did check me for Parkinson's. See, Steve Torres, you said I had full blown Parkinson's. I never said that. You can go on any of you can go on any video that I put on about Steve Torres and the fraud, and I never said I had full blown Parkinson's or MS. Steve Torres said that to all you. That's a shame. Steve Torres has dragged you all into it as much as all my Facebook pages. I had 3 to start. All right. Steve Torres has an open page. He could block me, but everybody else could see what you're writing. So they either got passed over to me or whatever. And I warned you people. I warned you girls. I said all the lies, Jamie Jean, Kathy Z. And see Brenda Majors, how you get in it, and Stacy Leap, man. I like how you're a two-face. You just swing both ways. See, Brenda Majors, I got something to say to you. See, Steve said you can go for all the information to you. Steve Torres told me that. See, yes, there was a page created called Manny Madonna, but maybe I created it with my mind, but someone else who was a girl who can use a nickname as Mandy Madonna got the information off Steve. I had that person turn on myself. Played you, Steve. See, I had a friend of mine, Mike Islin. I'll never forget what was written in that chat because I got a snapshot of Steve. They said I was impersonating a cop. So you wrote, I showed you a picture of a cop that vouched for me. Michael Island, sergeant, retired sergeant. You only retired for a year. You said you called and I was impersonating a police officer. That's a real cop. Retired sergeant. So right now I got about a total of 3 cops. And what is it? Ah, my alarm clock. Imagine that, kids. Sorry about that. Okay, now with that, you're this big advocate that puts out all this stuff. See, Steve, you're nothing without me. For one, we'll get this straight. In 2010, you wanted to pursue a career as a photographer. Really? I thought you were in the music business the whole time, right? Oh, I pulled up everything on you, Steve. In 17, I made a little picture of you, Metallica holding you. You said you lost in your office. You said, Paul DeVoe, you rock, my brother. Wait till that one goes up. And it says HMG, Looks to Kill Rock Shop. You made that. You sent that to me. Because you used to follow Metal Forever, Steve. What, Steve? You got jealous of people donating to my fundraiser? That all your stuff from wish.com, that they weren't buying off you? That, oh my God, I can scam someone and I'll turn on Paul DeVoe, not Paulie D. That's my stage name for the band Ritual you said I never played for. Shame on you. Wow, really? Ooh, man, that's a bad one, man. You know, Billy just, you know what? Billy Billy Farley passed away. Hold on one second. Ah, my back. Yeah, does this album cover, Bill? I mean, Steve, this album cover, does that logo look? You know why? It's only one person that can do that logo. It's Paul Booth from Last Rites Tattooing in New York. See, Paul Booth did all the logos, and you know what, Steve? See, I didn't print these. Billy did, and it said Billy Farley vocals, Paulie D guitar, Joey Procopio, my brother-in-law, and drums. Now, who's Ali? Ali is the Elise Bits drum machine, and that's me. So I got tons of these, man. Like I could show you tons of Ritual albums, dude. Oh, what's this? Freaking Ritual here, dude. I could show you tons of Ritual albums. I got them all. I got tons of memorabilia, man. See, hey, you want to see something cool, Steve? This is cool as shit. Wow, look at that, man. Done by Paul Booth, dude. And a middle of the sword. You wouldn't even know that what that means. R&D, rock and roll demon. See, I know Billy for 38 years. I got in Ritual in 1985. And to tell you the truth, when I got into Ritual, a drummer walked in that knew Billy. His name was Ricky Perrin. He played with Enough's Enough, right? He drummed with me, and Ricky left, pursued his career, did some stuff, I think, with Vince Neil, and went on with Enough's Enough with Donnie V. I put out the ad for Ritual. The first lineup, I came in on the second one of Ritual. Wow, he said I never played for Ritual, really. If you look at my real name, Paul DeVoe, and you add Ritual in there, you'll see I'm attached to Brian. You'll say Ritual hot tip, Paul DeVoe. Billy Farley is reforming Ritual with original songwriter Paul DeVoe to be rejoined with a new bass player, Joey Procopio, my brother-in-law. The Ritual online is owned by me, MySpace. Pictures of Ritual, me playing with them are in there. See, back in the day, Steve, what you didn't understand. See, if you go to Ritual, see, you're not all that, bro. Ritual was something. Billy created Ritual back in the 80s. We were on major radio stations, whatever. After I left, he did the LTMP album. It's a rare album. Go type in Ritual and type in the letters LTMP. That's about since Billy died, it went up, man. I guess he was more. I guess he was more of a legend dead. Right. Now, on top of all that shit, right? Billy signed a deal with Heaven and Hell Records. Really, you say that my name on Bon Jovi's albums, my girlfriend Elisa, you call her a crackhead, and I'm a meth head, and I never shot or smoked that shit in my life. Right? So he said all these allegations, man. I kept repeating them. I never had cancer, and I faked my fundraiser pages. You and Mick calling them in. You wrote on them. You wrote on my YouTube feeds. You even wrote that you have post-traumatic stress disorder and you take medication by the doctor. Really? Wait till they hop on your ass and when they see that video, bro. See, I got some new lawyers, right? Got an open page, Steve. I brought the lawyers right to you. I got the aces in my deck. You talked a little, you put it too much out there. Basically, you're stalking me. See, I was going to go over. You're right, Steve. Someone sent that to me. I was going to go over to MeWe. You're going over there to warn everybody. So I don't, you can't threaten no one for money or solicit money and threaten girls. I didn't threaten no girls. I warned girls, even your model, Julie. I warned her you're all going to get in trouble, and that's what you're going to do right now. See, the new lawyer, I had lawyers for over a year on this whole case since Bonnie Lisa, right? And Kimberly Fields. When the first thing came in, I went over my lawyers that handled my lawyers with, I forgot about that stuff, kids. You know what? If you knew on the feed and if you didn't know what I did, I was the guy who built them nice flight cases. I own the Ultimate Case Corp. Steve said I never did that. He put I own the ultimate what do you say? Ultimate support system is looking for me. Really, I used to buy parts off of them for the cases. They're a keyboard stand place. Really, I got all that. That's all going. Okay. Now I showed this, and wow, Steve, hey, check this out, bro. Did I did did I actually make this up, man? Did I make my own copyright of Jersey for the Ultimate Case Company? Because it seems that before I moved to West Orange, I opened it, and you know what, Steve? If you look at my address up on the net, it was Paul DeVoe, 16 Prospect Point Road, Lake Apacon, New Jersey. And that's Cases Unlimited. That came after, oh man, Steve, I don't know how dumb you were to do all this shit. You got to be the biggest moron out there. See, in 1988, I opened up the case company down in Newark right before I got married, man, on the 6th. And then I got married on the 9th, right, to my ex-wife. And I opened up, and there's the stamp from Jersey. I went down to Newark and opened up the company. And like I said, the Ultimate Case Co. There's two of them. The other one was run by my ex-wife, Denise DeVoe. So I don't know. You got a lot of shit on you, bro. So my lawyers are digging the shit. After you repeated about the cancer and I had HIV and all this stuff that you made up in your delusional head, I got the best case in town against a lot of people. See, I'm opening up, Steve. I want Steve Torres to get to this feed. See, there's a $30,000 to $40,000 fundraiser. That's not my money you're playing with. That's my lawyers. See, I never frauded fundraisers. You said I made 20 million. You said I was the Whitney Houston inherited this. I haven't worked with Whitney Houston in years. I told a great story, man. You say your cousin's Tico Torres, really? I'll find that out soon. Bon Jovi will be back soon from tour. Don't worry about that. Bon Jovi probably get involved with this as much as corporate America. See, anything that you took pictures of models, anything. I got everything you have ever done snapshotted by people because your loyal people you took off me were more loyal to me. They sent everything of every model. And if you took the picture like you did your studio on your HMG radio show, you took that and you photoshopped it. I talked to the studio owner. He's on my side. So I make calls, Steve. Called Striper. Yeah. I even called Angels. I called their management. They're right here on 46 out here in Jersey. I don't mess around. You're known as a person who took some girl for $5,000, Steve. Who looks to kill Rock Shop. You know her well. Really. You scam girls. I forgot to, yeah, look at that, man. Received. Look at the stamp on that, dude. You know what? That's October 6th, 1988. That's when I opened up the case company. Before that, I worked for a place called FFC. Frisbee Flight Casing, which then ended up, after my business went down in 9/11, I ended up working for Coy Frisbee at C&D Case over in Belleville. And he knows the whole story, man. He's got my back. I got my checks, I got my tax returns, my W-2s right up to the time I got sick. I never recovered, Steven, and I might never recover. I can hardly walk. So you got all these videos of me with a crack pipe you never showed. You never showed no proof of anything, Steven. The only proof you ever showed is that you're a fake. And that Donna Torres owns your business. How did I figure that? See, I'm a little smarter. I'm good at business, Steve. I've been in Forbes magazine a couple times. You're not the smartest business person. I liked the article that was published on Tumblr with Denise Clare. You calling her a C word and a fat bitch and all this shit. See, it's not the first one you did this to, Steve. You drag women in. You don't look nothing like Nikki Sick. Did you take a good look at yourself? You tell me, you know why my neck looks like this? Because maybe I'm still sick, Steve. But you'll call me a dried up turkey neck lion. Dude, I got so much stuff. I called the mayor of Bloomfield, Venetia. Right? I called secretary down there. I got no counts of wire fraud, like you said. You make fake support tickets. You're in a lot of trouble, dude. See, these lawyers looked into the new lawyers I got. They looked into. I had to find. See, my lawyers weren't really specialized in this sort of thing. Social media is a tricky thing, but you blew it. You kept repeating. You shared my fundraiser as a fraud around. It takes 70,000 to commit fraud. Try that one. You said you called the district attorney, PayPal. The minute my lawyer gets on here, here's what's going down. First of all, I will get back all my Facebook pages. I really don't care. You called them in so many times. It's computer generated. My lawyers will get them back. Okay, yours are coming all down. Okay. You represent Harley Davidson over there, really. I had to talk with them. So you also put that I was doing a fundraiser. There was a fundraiser up there. Hey, guys, now that you're in the feed. Hey, Mike, what's up? Now that you're in the feed, man, well, listen to this, kids. Ready for this? Steve Torres put that I put a fundraiser up for a meet and greet to meet my fans. No, I didn't. See, Steve, I got two of you by the balls. One is you, and one is Richard Thripp. He put that fundraiser because he was going to do the big case story, but since I got him nailed with some porn pictures and he ran with the money, that was his fundraiser he put up in my name that you said it was for me to go meet my fans. I can't even walk, Steve. I haven't left this apartment only for five doctor's appointments, which I had trouble making. See, I've been only visited by 7 people. So you look and all you people that look, Kathy Z, you look fine. Nah, maybe I'm not. Maybe I might never recover or maybe never walk right again. All right. Now, Steve, what was your motives for all this stuff, right? Well, I got on and I shouldn't discuss a lawsuit case. Sure, I should. It's out there already. See, the minute this gets to the lawyer, Steve, it's going to the news. The news will take it. They said once it gets to the lawyer, it's going to be 100% to the news, papers, everything. And I feel bad for your wife, man. She's involved with you and the people that work for you. The bipolar dude with Harley Davidson representing a fraud, bro. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to do that. Like, you don't think I called the corporate offices of Harley Davidson? Sure, I did. I had been cases for motorcycles before for flight cases, so it's no big deal. I'll send the pictures over the bikes and shit I made cases for. I've worked with so many people in the music business, Steven. You have no idea. I was doing 5 to 30 Grammy winners a day, plus Whitney Houston. Shit, I locked her out for at least 9 months to get her cases out the door for the flight cases. I did many tours with Whitney. 9/11 came, took down my business. Immediately, I went back to a place called C&D Case, like I said, was FFC. See, Steve, you made up the biggest lie, even me in a wheelchair. I said I was in a wheelchair in 1985 from a motorcycle accident. That cut on me was from you don't get your kidney out from the back, you get it out from the front. They do robotics. My doctor, Michael Saccone on Newark Ave, that the people that are know me and back me, they know Michael Saccone at Claremont Hospital, took out my cancer. That's one. Second of all, the contrast, the first with the shot of the contrast. See, I've had the contrast done 3 times. Right? There's a problem there, dude. There's a big problem. Some people, you had an MRI, but maybe, Steve, you didn't have a weak kidney of cancer, a 2.5-inch mass for one that didn't filter out the contrast. Two, maybe you weren't allergic to shellfish. All right, on top of it. So maybe you don't know and you made up the biggest lie that you didn't know the facts, Steve. Shame. Now I'm going to have to take you down and you could have mind your own business. My fundraiser would have been wrong. I can open a fundraiser for anything. The people that donate to me, and you're also the biggest thing you knock down. And you know what? Your friends at Motley Crue, see, Nikki Sixx is a big advocate for helping people as much as people like Mark Mendoza with drugs and stuff. See, I help people. When you took down all my pages, you took down my group, me from running my group page, Road to Recovery, which is the cure for helping people. It's the most successful group in the world. You got a lot of people not happy. I got enough to back. Steve, I have over 20,000 horrifying comments. See, you didn't add them up over, like, you've been doing this for me since September 7th. See, I even know the date, dude. I know the day it came out, and you pinned it on me. You're an advocate for fundraiser for contrast, coal miners disease. I know it by heart, Steve. I never got my kidney out. You said I got AIDS, this, that. You said I live in the projects. There's no such thing. I don't live in a bad part of Newark. Pay rent here, always has. I only moved here 2 years ago. You put a big scam. You talked about my mother. You said a lot of nasty things about my 86-year-old mother. Everything is snapshots, Steve. All the stuff on my YouTubes. The same thing you rambled on. You did the most stupidest thing by emailing me by Looks to Kill Rock Shop some nasty stuff. That's stupid, man. Emailing me from your own business. And then blocking me. You donated a penny to my fundraiser, Steve, for a fraud investigation. See, that's where you really screwed up. See, the investigation department of PayPal, now that I got this lawyer, see, the money's going to come in for the first 2,500 starts the case against you. I waited a year for this. So you don't know me, Steven, too good. I could fight I could have fought you for 10, 20 years. You're too easy. I'm going to take you down to you're worth nothing. By the time I'm done, your business Looks to Kill Rock Shop. Your radio station, you said I have a fake radio station. Hell yeah, radio. Why were you over there, Steve? Why was Dan Reynolds over there harassing me and Dorothy Hill? Oh man, I got that all snapshotted, Dorothy. Basically, you called me a stalker when I went over just to listen to Donnie V because I knew Ricky Parent. I wanted to see what he had to say about his new project. I never stalked you. You all did it to yourself. You considered me Articus Flames. Articus Flame was a really guy that was really wanting to commit suicide. I was trying to help him, but you blamed him. And also, hey, check this out, Michelle Greener. You went against and you wrote. I have a snapshot on Billy Caputo, Billy Gesh's page. All right. I'll tell you one thing, Michelle. You went against a guy who's a psychic reader. He has books. He's been on News Center 7. And Steve, you told him to go F himself. Really? Now, I wouldn't have done that to Billy Gash. He was well known. He gets about $200 an hour for psychic readings. He's very well known. He's a friend of mine. He knows ritual. He donated to me. He was just sticking up. So all the fingers you pointed and put up another fake page, Pissy D and all, Steve, you repeated yourself so much, you're in a lot of trouble now. Got the lawyer that's going to take you down. This probably will go to trial. That's how bad it is. See, once I got the one that you got to find a lawyer, man, and I got the lawyer's name. I'll do me a favor, Steve. This thing is going to be monitored so good with GoFundMe and stuff. The fundraiser page I'm putting up, and the corporate people will donate to it. People that have been cyber bullied, the money will go right up. And now it's time to take you down. All right. So I wouldn't go in there, and if you think the law firm will be on there, my lawyers are going to. I'm going to tell my lawyers to monitor this, monitor the fundraiser pages. See, anyone who wants to donate, donate. Beyond that, no prayers. Don't do nothing. There's going to be directions on it to share it. So you share it and do it. Because if you've ever been cyberbullied and put the biggest lie like Steve Torres did and got all you people sucked into believing him, and Dan Reynolds, you, Jeanette Carnes, you shared that picture with my girlfriend in it. Why my socks were hanging up, not my underwear? Hey, there's no law about that. Shame on all you. Steve, I also like that post that someone sent me about what you wrote about the president, man. He's a human being, man. That he initiated that shooting. You took that down, Steve. God forbid it was ruining you. I still got it. Someone messaged it to me. See, everybody, everything that you put up there, Steve, on all your pages, I got it all the way from the beginning. And why'd you do it? Jealousy? Everything after every post you do, Steve, is the same old bullshit. Come to Looks to Kill Rock Shop. Come to my HMG radio. Steve, you got 50,000 listening since 16. I have almost 25. No, 24. And I've only been doing this for a month and a half. I don't know. Hell yeah, radio is really kicking ass. And you know what the strange thing people started sending me? Snapshot. I'm playing Vince Neil. You're putting Vince Neil up on your page. You're putting Zeppelin up on your page. You don't even know about half this music, dude, and you don't even know the stories. Maybe I've worked with Jason Bonham. That's a plus. Maybe I've met Robert Plant, Jimmy Page, and John Paul Jones. Maybe you would never figure that Jason Bonham has played for Foreigner. How would I know that? Because I work with Foreigner. I got credit on the Mr. Moonlight album. See, Steve, I got 98 credits on the album, and you said that my you can go in. I want you guys to go into a store and buy Bon Jovi's album these days and look at the thank you of the companies and see how my girlfriend, what she do, run to the record shop and photoshopped all that shit? Nah. What she doing on the 98 credits? Really? And I used to help Greg Howe, the guitar player, manage his career back in the day. Imagine that. About 4 years. All right. I hooked him up. I got him hooked up with Mick Gaffney and a couple other people. See, there's been major artists on my radio station, Steve. You got arena. It's not even called arena. There is no such thing as arena rock no more, man. They're called shed tours. You're a very delusional person, Steve. And like I said, I used to say I'm sorry for your son. I want to know what all the burns are on your son's hands. What is that? Why you call me a crack dealer? I never smoked a shit in my life, but doctors looked at them pictures, Steve. You're a very sad person. You're a delusional person, Steve. And now you're going to pay? Since I went to the Better Business Bureau and your wife won't look to kill Rock Shop, but you say you're the owner. Even your phone numbers on your pages on Facebook are fake. It says Florida, whatever. You're from Arkansas. Bill Ganko, we'll get to you. The reason why you never have really good shots of shows that you do all the filming out there because you got shit tickets. See, I never had to get tickets, bro. And if I did, when I seen Kiss, Doc McGee got me the Kiss tickets. You can go ask. Why don't you go ask Dave the Snake from Skid Row if he knows Paul DeVoe from the Ultimate Case Company in Patterson, New Jersey. I should know Dave because that picture of Dave the Snake was taken in my office, and Dave came with a white van to pick it up and took pictures with all my employees, as much as Greg Howe. You couldn't be that stupid. Steve, what do you think? I was some groupie? I could have had so many more pictures. Did I work with Ozzy? Sure, I've worked with Ozzy. I worked with Ozzy in '96. I've also worked with Sabbath. And on top of it, with C and D case, we made the teleprompter monitors. They look like speakers, so Ozzy could read the words. It was almost like karaoke. Now, Kathleen Fox, you got this big blog. I love you. I love your poem you wrote about me. You know what? You broke the law. You all did. So I'm going to take in consideration as many people who really fueled the fire in there with you, Steve. They're the people I'm going out. Kathy Z, you're one of them. Bonnie Lisa, I didn't forget about you. You should have really. I would have got all your posts down and took them down because I got them all snapshotted. I told you, stay out of it, man. None of you could. Shell Greener told you to stay out of it. Out of it, Glen Albany's from my own town. Don't ever tell me I hacked your page. I would. When you think I would hack Steve Torres's page, I don't break the law. You're nothing, Glenn. You know what you said about me? I look well, right? You look well too, Glenn. You're supposed to have dialysis stuff. You got a nice smile on your face in that picture. Mark Biz, you got a big mouth too. Really, you want to talk to me? Why don't you come down and visit me, Mark? A lot of people in Bloomfield, man, got big mouths. But it seems like you haven't come and ever see me or visit me. And all you took, you never listened to the story or paid attention with these people. We're talking about over 20,000 plus hits on me. And all I did was when I had the shakes and all, I was trying to ask people why I was getting them and no one could figure it out. You call it drama? That ain't drama. I'll fight a battle and I'll fight it myself, but I sort of got about 100 secretaries that write for me. Fundraiser will go up, Steve. I want you to go. Go ahead, take a chance, post in that, Steve. See what happens. Drag yourself really into the curb. I'm putting up a shorter video, Steve. See, this is going viral right across the net 100%. By the time man, I wouldn't want to be you because, see, I have no control what happens in the world. When people find you're the biggest liar and fraud out there in the music industry, I feel bad for you. You won't be able to put up a fundraiser without people going against you and not giving you a dime. See, you put up a fundraiser to go down, what is it, to Texas to see Autograph? I thought you had this big business, man. I got that all snapshotted too, bro. So you put up a fundraiser and you think, who's going to give a business person like you're this big radio announcer and you work and you party, bro? I thought you had post traumatic stress disorder. You wrote me in an email that you take medication and you're all drunk and all screwed up because you party with real rock stars. Steve, you don't know what real rock stars are. Them days are gone. I work with legends. When you work with people like David Bowie and Lou Reed and them and Kurt Cobain and you work with people like that, they're legends. You're just you're just a guy that gets on the radio once a week. You don't even know how to do a good live radio show. I blow your show away. And that makes it easier for me, my radio show. So next time you think, I do have the best radio show because I know about music, you know about nothing. You're a normal dad. You said you were in the military, but being in the military, you would sit actually and put eyeliner on. You're not a rock star. The only people that I never put eyeliner in my life, even when I went on stage. But the only people I know that go on stage because of light, Steve, you're not a rock star. You think you are. See, without my attention now on Facebook, you're doomed, dude. You have nothing to write about. The only thing that you're going to be writing about is you're going to be writing about how are you going to cover up your lie that you made and you can't. You're going to be sitting there figuring out, shit, dude, if I was you, I would move out of wherever you are. What is that, Arkansas? Shit. When this gets around the news, dude, you're gonna have a lot of haters out there, bro. That they're all gonna swing to me that I told the truth. I'm still sick. I never recovered. I had cancer. I only have one kidney. I have all the doctors, all the proof, and all your shit backed up. So I hope you enjoy what's about ready to hit you. It took me a year. I let you run with the line, man, and I went fishing, cuz. Out of my meth teeth, you're talking about the radiation affected him. All right. All you can do, Steve, is make fun of people, but you haven't looked at yourself lately. You've gone completely downhill in 2 years. You don't got that look no more, Steve. I found also a video on your daughter, man, doing about social media out in Arkansas, about checking the kids' phones. Really? Her own daughter should have checked her father's phone because your daughter used to be on my page too until I found that out. So you got a lot of, you know what? Oh, Paulie D has spies. No, I had loyal people that brought me all the shit. See, that's a sad thing about you. I had the right to put it. Facebook knocked me down, and you called me in. You all called me in. I got it all snapshotted. Call him in. Call him in as a fraud. That's why I'll get all my pages back. I'm going after Facebook, and I'll win. I got a not my case, so I'm asking people that watch this feed. When the fundraiser go up, get it around Facebook. Get it around Twitter, Instagram. This is no joke. Cyberbullying, and especially saying when someone's sick with a fundraiser and calling in and make up the biggest lie on Facebook that a person was in the music community. I played in the band Ritual for years. The album's right there, LTMP. I played with Billy for years. Not the first round, the second round. If you look up Heaven and Hell Records, if you bought the CD off of them, if you stick the CD right in the player and go to the photos, there's a file on there, you'll see pictures of me. And it even says Paulie D. If you look up Paul DeVoe, last name spelled DE capital VEAU, you'll see Brian Black. You'll see there's also, I forget, it was I think, by Tripo or something about ritual reforming that Paulie D, original, I was one of the original songwriters. A Ritual was coming back with Billy to reunite and reform Ritual, which I did. And the last song was that you said you're already dead, that Billy was singing. Billy passed away. You know what? When you do a video, Steve, if you're so familiar with if you're so familiar with the music business, you would know you lip sync to videos. You dug yourself in such a ditch with your mouth and your typing hand, dude. I knew when your wife typed, and when you got frazzled, you repeat yourself over and over again. You're like a broken record. My story don't change. Every video, every story I told the same. Triple seizure and heat stroke. Okay? In July. I felt good for about a month. Started not feeling good. Had my blood tests. They came out fine. Ultrasound came out fine. Went to Dr. Saccone on the 19th. He told me I had kidney cancer. It goes back that they knew I had it at the hospital when I had the triple seizure and heat stroke. Okay. Shot of contrast on the 22nd. Felt fine. By the 7th, fatigues hit in. By the 15th, I had trouble walking. By the 24th, I was supposed to get my kidney out February 7th. Doctor ran into another operation. They were monitoring it. Steve, you lied about everything. So I hope people really get this and start comment on this video and get your foot out of your ass. I've seen more people comment and start comment on this. It's a serious issue with social media that you will let someone that's a cripple basically get badgered. That, well, I spent 27, I just got off the phone, spent 3 hours with a girl in so much depression and got her out of it. That's my job. Should have went to road recovery. They called me I don't call myself. They call me a gift from God, touched by an angel, because I help people with addiction 24/7 a day. And you know what you did, Steve? You ripped down that page. Now people are crying out for help. Wait till that gets to Nikki Six, and he's gonna read because it's already up on his page. What are you gonna do? Tell Nikki I already tagged him with the shit. I told people what to write. The testimonials are up on Nikki Six's main page. He's gonna get that because he just got attacked. I hope Nikki Six hears me out straight. Nikki, you're right about the one thing, being a recovering heroin addict, but the thing is, it wasn't your fault, dude. You said one thing. Some people need some of the drugs, okay? You can't go without them. But it took one person to ridicule you and have the attack done to you, and I read your page, and I'm very sorry about that, dude. One thing I'll tell you, and anyone that takes drugs, you can take drugs, be recovering, but my course is about the equalities of life, okay? After the addiction, the death, and all that stuff, if you got raped, molested, I do help with addiction now. I get people off the drugs too. It's one course that's never been invented by no one. So, Steve, you consider yourself a smart businessman. I consider yourself the most stupidest business person in the world that's about ready to get hit with both barrels with my new lawyer. Took me a year, man, to find this guy, and he's got a 5-star rating, man. You'll see it, Steve. Why don't you go post in that fundraiser? I can't wait. Why don't you do it like all the other ones? This one's a little different. There's all directions on how to share it and what's going to go down. You're going down for what you did, for all the months you did it to me. You harassed me. You made a fake, fraudulent stuff. You repeated yourself. You showed pictures of my apartment. You gave out my address. Fake pictures of me saying it was me, having people convinced it was me. You lied. All right, kids. You know what? I'm going. Oh, Mike. Hey, Marsh. What are you doing? See now, Michael. Michael is a friend of mine, and I see Cindy in there, and you know what? I see Gail George, and I'll tell you one thing. See, you told me I had a fake radio station. Really? Hell yeah, radio's kicking, dude. Actually, I got a bunch of people coming on there. No names mentioned right now. But once Bon Jovi gets back, I'm having him on there, Anthrax, and I'm going to get Metallica on there. I haven't seen Lars in them in a while. Like to talk to them. I like getting them on a radio station on a Friday night. It's fun. It's guys I haven't seen in maybe 10, 20 years. But I've worked with them and they know me through FFC, C&D Case, or the Ultimate Case Company, Case Unlimited goes Metallica. If Metallica will remember me doing the repairs out, I did the repairs the same day I did Guns N' Roses when they were doing Giant Stadium. So Lars, man, if you're out there, hope you guys are doing good. Charlie Benante from Anthrax, Scott and them, give me a call. Crook, give me a call. You can find me. Call Coy down at C&D. Tell him to give you my cell phone number. I'd love to talk to you guys about all this because I think the music business is about ready. You better start jumping in the fight. I would have got your cases up out the door, and the reason I got cancer was from the solvents, not from smoking cigarettes. The doctor told me. Lacquer thinners, glues. So I gave up my time to get your tours so you wouldn't be late. I think it don't hurt to spread it around. And let me get some peace for a change, man. I might not be able to walk maybe ever again. And maybe I can't make cases no more. But you know what? I don't expect no one to jump in the fight, but I think the musicians would, considering what happened to me and I was attacked so bad over just a simple fundraiser to survive. You have a great night, and I hope the music business, the fundraiser's almost done with the directions. I just got to finish up a couple things. You'll see it go up. Pass it around to everybody on the net, please. All right. put this in perspective. It might change. It might, when a person thinks about writing some bullshit on social media about someone that might be sick. He also knocked down. He also knocked down Maria Russo's fundraiser page. Called that a fraud. Maria almost died. She needed the stem cell research. She got it. She got to go for another operation. So Stevie really did damage. You and Richard Fripp. I can't. Richard Thripp. Sorry about that. I can't wait to nail that guy. I got a great video of him using my name and a fundraiser to come out and see you. You actually dogged yourself there. He was coming out to see you, and I got a video of him jerking off with a grapefruit that some girl gave me. All right. So I'm going to talk to you guys later. You have a great night. I'm gonna get going. I gotta get going, man. I'm going on my radio station, have some fun, man. Okay, so you have a blessed night, all of you. And Steve Torres, you and Donna, and all the rest that said the nasty things, and people in Bloomfield that dogged me. Have fun fighting the battle. This one's going to be good. I'll talk to you later. You have a blessed night. I said my piece. I don't have to say no more. The story's out there and it's true. Steve Torres, you're a delusional person. I hope they lock you up for good. You have a great night.